Oh, we live. Hey, what's going on, my peeps out there in internet land? This is your boy Cedric Jenkins coming to you live from Montgomery, Alabama, right here in my patio. I took the day off today. I had a death in the family, and today is the funeral. So I took the day off to attend the funeral. So I'm kind of sitting at home, kind of doing a little business building, and some meditation, some reading, some personal development right before I attend this funeral. But that's not what I got on this call for. What I wanted to get on this call for, or just shoot this video, is I like to share some things that was shared with me. And this past Sunday, I was listening to one of my spiritual mentors, and he had shared something with me that talked about some things that we need to do to change our situation, no matter what kind of situation we're in or dealing with, regardless if it's relationship situations, money situations, physical, mental situation, whatever the case may be. He was sharing some things with me that can help change your situation. Okay, so let me share that with you real quick. So what his three things that he shared with me that we all can do to change our situation. All right, here's the three things. Here's what we need to know. Right, is that here's number one. Know this: knowledge is information. I think we all know that knowledge is information. The second thing we need to understand is understanding is comprehension. Okay, understanding is comprehension. And the third thing we need to know is wisdom is application. All right, these three things right here can change our situation. All right, so let's start with knowledge is information. Well, we all know that information gives us some data as far as some things that we can learn through information, right? Understanding, the second one, understanding and comprehension, right? So once we get the information, let's go back to that, the knowledge is information. People are seeking ways to improve their situation, life situations, right? All right, I already had named all those different situations already. So people are looking for information to change that situation. I get people come to me all the time from a financial standpoint, a financial realm. I get people ask me all the time for information because I consider myself an information curator. So I like to share information that I've curated to share with others to help them fix their financial or change their financial situation. So I get people to ask for information all the time. Now, the next milestone or the next thing that we need to do once we get the information is get some comprehension about what we just received, right? So, there's this thing in the Bible that talks about getting understanding, right? So we know that once we get the information, the next thing we got to do with the information is understand it. If we don't understand it, then let's ask the information source about where you're not understanding about what was shared with you. All right. Then the last milestone, the third thing, is wisdom is application. What that simply means is whatever you are able to comprehend, now let's go apply it, because if we don't apply it, then we don't get the wisdom from it. Okay, we won't get the wisdom from it. Okay, and so if we don't get the wisdom from it, guess what happens? Oh, guess what doesn't happen? Our situation does not change. All right, so most of us, when we're trying to change our situation doesn't change. We pretty much stop at getting information, right? Because we always hear and say the cliche, knowledge is power. Yeah, but knowledge doesn't have any kind of power until it has comprehension. And then after knowledge is comprehended, then knowledge needs to be applied. if the knowledge ain't applied, there is nothing going to change. And most of us stop at getting information, right? We always say, give me some information, give me some information. There's a lot of Bible verses that talks about money and possession, right? And also talks about stewardship. So when it comes to stewardship, there is a accountability and responsibility of things that we are in possession of, right? And one of those things that we're in possession of is knowledge. You know what I'm saying? So if we're not good stewardship of what was shared or given to us, then how do we expect for our situation to change? So we have to stop. You know, we can't just stop at getting information. We need to get the information, then get some comprehension of what we just received from the information, and then go apply it, y'all. Those are the three things that will help change our any situation that we're going through in life. Is those three things, okay? Knowledge is information. Get the knowledge, all right? Get the information. Second, understand and comprehend the information. And third, apply the information, all right? We can't gain wisdom without the comprehension of the knowledge we gain. So, you know, we can't just stop there. Once we receive it, understand it, then apply it so we can attain the needed wisdom to change our situation. Because if we don't, our situation will never change and we'll always be stuck where we are. Okay. So we have to we have to implement stewardship habits. All right. Stewardship habits. All right. We're responsible for things that we are in possession of, whether it's tangible or digital or what have you. Information is something that we have in our possession all the time. Okay, we learning. We always getting information from other folks all the time. The question is, what are we doing with the information that we receive? Are we making a personal impact with the information that we receive? Are we making a outward and external impact with others or to others with the information that we receive? Remember, we're not just here. Our sole purpose is to empower and change the lives of others, not just ourselves, right? It starts with ourselves, but then ultimately we need to be trying to have an impact and add intrinsic value to someone else's life. But we can't do that if we're not doing these three things. All right. Knowledge is information. So go get the information so you can obtain some knowledge. Once you get the information, then the next thing we need to do is comprehend and understand what we understand the information that we got. And then the last thing is get some wisdom. And the only way that we're going to get some wisdom is take the information that we receive and apply it. All right. Let's not go through the motion of getting the information and then sitting on it. All right. It's time out for that. Life is short. In life, we only have 1,440 minutes in a day. All right. At least 480 of those minutes we sleep. That equates to 8 hours. All right. After that, we wake up. Another 8 hours or another 480 minutes is spent at work. And then the remaining 480 minutes or 8 hours is left for us to do, to spend time with family, personal development, personal time, whatever you want to call it. So we don't have time to waste. We don't have time in this life to waste. People are going and coming. People are leaving this world. And we got to stop thinking that our minutes are automatic to us, right? We all living here on borrowed time, right? The minutes, I talked about stewardship earlier, all right? The minutes that we're living on in this life, it is not ours. It belongs to God. And God has the right to give us those minutes or take those minutes. So we can't take life for granted because we don't know whether it's not guaranteed that we're going to wake up in the next day. It's no guarantee. Back in the old days, if in the cell phone plan in old days, they have a cell phone plan called carryover minutes, right? So that means the minutes that you didn't use the month before will be carried over to the next month, so that way you wouldn't lose your minutes. Now that was a cool cell phone plan, because of the fact that if you didn't use all your minutes in the previous month, now you have extra minutes that is tacked on to your next billing cycle of the month. So now you got a whole lot of minutes. Well, that was good in the cell phone plan, but in life we don't have that type of plan. We don't have a rollover minute plan. Every minute that is given to us, we need to treat it as if it is our last minute. We need to treat it as if it's our last minute. So here, what I'm telling y'all is this: the 1,440 minutes that you get each day that God blesses you with, make your minutes count. Make your minutes count. All right? Because you want to change your situation, you got it, and you looking to change your situation, make your minutes count. Do those 3 things that I just mentioned about to help change your situation, and make your minutes count. All right? So I just wanted to jump on and kind of share that with you. That was something that was shared with me. I thought it was very, I was blessed by it, and I'm gonna try my best to follow that same methodology as far as change my situation. But remember, situation doesn't change automatically. It takes effort, commitment, and stewardship to change your situation. All right. So let's enhance our stewardship habits so we can enhance our abundance in life. All right. I just want to jump on real quick. I wish everyone have a blessed day. I'm gonna go ahead and do some more reading, then I'm gonna get ready for this funeral, and I will talk to y'all at a later point in time. All right, y'all be blessed.